Hey, what's up everybody? Brian York here with Yorkie Motor Garage. Today we're going to do a little more work on this 68. We already got the motor done. It's completely done and we're mounted. And this is a stand from Trail Buddy. I think these are still available. They got two different mounts on them. There's an engine mount that bolts the engine to it. And then there's a frame mount here to put on here for your frame. I've had this for a while. You've all seen it in a lot of my videos and asked questions about it. You can get that at Trail Buddy. It's a really nice little outfit. What we're going to do is we're going to put the frame on here, but before we do that, we want to make sure that all of our contact points are sanded so that our engine gets contact to the frame switch gets contact to this wire here, so that basically this is a kill switch wire is what this is. One wire will go out to your coil, and one wire will go out to your switch, so that when you hit that switch, it's going to ground this out and kill the motor. That's the way these were originally designed. But I'm going to have Devin, we're going to come over here. This is the frame, the 68 frame. Beautiful frame done back in what we call scarlet red. Like I said, this is a tall boy. This is number, what did I say it was, Devin? 4, let's see here. It's right here. 474. It's a very early frame. So, what I wanted to show you first is some of these points, like right here. We're going to take a knife and we're going to go inside this, and we're just going to clean the inside, just the inside of this, okay? So what we're doing is we're making a contact point. You don't need to clean the outside of that, because basically this is where the contact is, right here. Some people say you need to do the outside. I don't do that. I just do inside. That's your contact point right there. Just be real careful, take your time. Okay, that's one of your contact points right there. We've got to have that. Another contact point, a lot of people don't do it, and you should, is your motorboat contacts. That's where you're. We're doing the same thing on these. When your bolt slides through there, it's going to get contact with that bolt. The bottom ones are kind of a booger to get to, since they're so small. Sometimes you can turn the frame upside down and do it that way if you want to. But we're going to get these contact points here also. Just got to be careful not to scratch your frame. You can take, if you're really worried about it, you can take a piece of tape, put right here. I'm not going to. I'm pretty. We'll go through and clean them out real good. And that way, I'm just going to show you this. I'm going to go back and clean them out really good later. But right now, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here. If you look in there, it's nice and clean. You need to even take a little piece of sandpaper with a pencil and go in there and kind of turn it and do it that way. I'm going to go ahead and get these other two here real quick. And then I'm going to show you another one that's really important to do also. That one. This just helps you get a good ground on your motor. Okay, those are all done. So you got this one done. You got your motor bolt. Okay, if you want to come around here, Devin, I'll show you another one. This is crucial. And a lot of people don't realize this. This is your contact for your coil. okay? You want the very end of that also sanded, because if you don't, your coil don't get contact. So we're just gonna do it like this. This one needs a little bit more, looks like. See it on this side. Okay, so now when your coil bolts to that, it's going to hit this end of this, and that's what's going to bond that coil to that frame. Okay, so we've got all of our mounting contacts done. I'm going to go ahead and frame's all done. Want to, we'd go ahead and put these bolts and mount this frame to the motor, and then that will be done. I'm not going to do a whole lot today. I just wanted to, this is one of those things I wanted to show you that's very important. Take these out and get them ready. Now your bolts, your number 8, this is a big number 8 bolt. Same way with this one. These, the head of it goes this way, and then it gets a flat washer, and then a locking washer, and then your nut. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on here and do that. And the longer bolt goes in the top. Same way with this bottom one here. Let's get on this side, I can't see it. Okay. That's the washer, and then we got this locking washer that goes on this side. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put on my breathing tube, which we could go ahead and do that. Should have done that before we did. So let me get some line here, and we'll do the breathing tube real quick before we get too much farther. So go ahead. Should have done this before I. Okay, so the breathing tube. I am going to go up through here and go back through here. This may not be the way they route it, but this is the way I'm going to route it. Actually, I probably need to take this back off and put the breathing tube on first, because the breathing tube should go between the frame. Well, getting ahead of ourselves, that's the way it usually goes. But you can see how this kind of works. Next week, what we'll probably do is we'll mount the coil, and then maybe do some of the steering components, maybe. So, the frame's going on there really nice and smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. It's getting ahead of myself. Cut it about right here, man. Cut it off a little bit later, but all right, now we got that back on there. Okay, so like I said, the breathing tube's going to go right down here, and it's going to go sandwiched in between the frame. So let's try this again here. They did this at the factory. They kind of just went 100 miles an hour. They didn't really put a lot of thought into it when they did this. So, oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, I just go sandwiched in there like that. We get done putting these bolts on. I wanna correct myself. On the last video, I did something I told you wrong, and luckily a couple of friends of mine corrected me on the wheels. We're gonna clarify that today. I never claim I know everything about these 68s because I don't. But when I do this, I want to do it correct. So anybody that gives me pointers, I appreciate it. And I basically want to just make sure that this is going to be done correctly. And I'm sure today I'll probably get some more corrections, even though we're just doing a few things. Okay, so we're good there. Go ahead and tighten these bolts up, and we're going to call this good. I'm going to retorque these later, but for right now, I'm just going to go with this. I mean, I think this thing is just looking really sharp. I'm loving this color. What do you think, Devin?
I think it looks good.
All right, so engine's mounted. Okay, I'm gonna have another talking point on the wheel. So I'm gonna bring the wheel over there to you, Devin. So the other day, I guess when we was putting this wheel together, I put the hub in backwards. So the brake point goes on this side where the stem is. So didn't really realize that, but that's the way that's supposed to go. We turned around, we got everything set up like it's supposed to be. So this is the way it should look. I think it turned out really nice. But thanks to Dustin Smith for pointing that out to me. And Jeremy Polson had some good points for me too. We talked about axles for this thing, which way they're supposed to go when you put this together. So give me a little good direction on the way this is supposed to be. So, and I appreciate everybody and they're helping me out. And on the next video, like I said, we're probably gonna put this switch in. Maybe go ahead and plumb that. We might even put a wheel on it and maybe go ahead and do this steering. I've got some collars that goes in here. We got to put those in and some other things. Real excited about this. This bike is not a big bike, so I want to say we're probably going to do, I don't know, 5 or 6 videos. I'm going to try to start cramming a lot of stuff into one video at a time so we don't drag this out and have 22 videos. But thank you all so much for joining us today. I'm Brian York, and y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.